Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that.
Will, the world is full of there are two types of people statements.
Yes.
But I've come up with another one. There are two types of people who receive men's haircuts. Men's styled haircuts.
Okay, this is...
There are the
I already
people...
feel that this is going to be a call-out. I don't even know what this is. I already know I'm going to be one of the people.
I don't have a judgment either way. There's the type of people at the end of the haircut, they always offer, do you want gel?
Uh-huh.
At the very end, at the very tail end. They go through the whole haircut. They ask you at the very end, do you want gel? And there are two types of people. There's the people that say, yes, I intend to go about my day just having received a haircut without showering. And then there are the other type of people, myself included, that go, I don't need the gel. No. The first thing I'm doing is I'm walking home and I'm getting in the shower because I'm covered in bits. I'm covered in all the bits and I don't want to go about my day until I've cleared the bits. There's no way in which I continue my day. And I have always been a little bit bewildered by the former group, because how do you just go about your day covered in little hair bits and think, it's fine, my hair is gelled, no one will notice?
It's people who are... There are a lot of people that I feel like go on their lunch breaks or like at weird times, because I, as somebody who works from home, can go basically whenever.
Sure.
Like I could just kind of walk down the street. I have a barber that's down the street. I am somebody that will get a haircut and then I will chill out, especially if it's a workout day and I know I'm going to be working out and then like taking a shower later.
You have a planned shower later in the day anyways.
I have never gotten the gel. I am with you that the gel is, because I've said to people, no, nobody's going to see me. Nobody's going to see me today.
That's your reasoning. You don't need the gel because you're like, I'm not needing to be presentable for anybody. Yeah, gel is also strange because it's like, I don't want my hair to be a piece of plastic that is affixed to my head. Yeah, you don't want to
get the Lego hair. And Annie's been, anytime I put gel in my hair, because sometimes I'll put it in just for, like if it's an event or like if I'm doing a video shoot, sometimes I'll put it in because my hair gets a little bit like crazy just over time of me like setting up lights and shit. And I don't want to be like, okay, gotta fix it. Like, just have it set up. But I hate it. It feels like helmet hair. And it never feels good.
It feels like Lego Man, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought you were going to say there's two types of people. There's the person who knows exactly what haircut they're going to get. They know how to describe it. And then there's me who just kind of goes, can I get short on the sides and a little bit off the top? Like an idiot every single time. I've tried to make the joke of like, I know you hear this probably all the time, but can I get short on the side? Like, because the guys, every other dude there, I always see them getting the same exact fucking haircut as me.
Yeah.
So I know it's a thing.
I've given up on trying to describe my preferred haircut because I've had too much variance in my results.
Yeah,
like
I describe
what I want.
Simple of like get it short on the sides.
I describe what I want, and sometimes it comes out with a haircut I like, and other times not so much. And so what I do instead is I do the stereotypical male thing, and I pull out a picture of a Formula One driver, and I say, make him look like that. Make me look like that.
I've never done that as a. I've thought about that, but I've been never. Because I always feel like it would be weird. I don't want to be like, make me look like this.
No, I know that like I don't have the bone structure or perfect coif of this Formula One driver.
This guy, but you want to get as close as possible. Interested.
But he does have good hair, and I'm like, I do like his look. And so rather than try to explain to you, I'm just going to show you pictures, and it's fine. It's fine. Like, it is. So I also felt self-conscious the very first time I did it. It turns out it's a completely normal thing, and it's fine.
Yeah, I maybe want to do that. I had a funny encounter at the last time I got my haircut where there's an old man and he's getting his haircut behind me, and there was and the guy, after he had left, the guy that was cutting his hair started chatting with the lady that was cutting my hair, and she was like, I don't know what to do with his hair. I feel like I just put too many layers or something. Like I just do too much. And he was just like, well, I gave him a mullet. So And I had looked in the mirror and I had clocked, is that a mullet? Is he with a mullet? Is he with a mullet? Mullets are coming back apparently. But at the end of the session, I always have, this is another thing that I'm going to, we're now just making this complaining about barbers. I don't know a tactful way to give somebody a tip by saying, I usually just go, and this is for you. That's my, and then I'll hand them the little extra or keep the change. That's what I try every single time. Even though I do that, I feel weird. I feel like there should be another part of that interaction. So I always go, keep the change.
Oh, you actually say keep the change? That's very interesting. Yeah, for me, either I say...
you just give them too much money, and then
I give them too much money, and I make eye contact. I'm like, thanks so much, have a good one, and I walk away. And they're like, thanks. I don't say keep the change. I just I say thanks so much, and I make it clear that I'm putting away my wallet. I'm putting away my wallet. The body messaging is you're keeping the money. It's fine. I feel more awkward being like, keep the change.
That's why you do it. That's why I'm bringing it up. I don't know a good way of doing it other than just being like, here's the extra money, or I'm handing you all of it. The extra money is for you.
I mean, I also
because I feel like they would start. Because then I feel like they would hand me back my change, and then I would then have to go, no, that's for you anyway. But that just extends out the interaction.
Yeah, the thing I had to figure out was the dynamic of $40 haircut. All I have in my wallet is 20s. Right. So I say, I hand them 60, and I say, could I get 10 back?
That's actually a better way. But
right?
That's I get $30.
You do the
cheaper haircut per.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like I'm overpaying for haircuts, and I never enjoy it. And it's just something that if I could chop off one piece of maintenance of my life, it would be getting haircuts. There's nothing about it that I like. People are like, oh, I love the ritual of it. Nah, fuck off with that. I don't want to get my hair cut.
There's two types of guys. There's the guy that gets a haircut every fucking week, wants to keep it, trim, clean. And then there's me, who literally gets it quarterly.
Once a quarter, baby. That's it. That's all that's in the budget.
Because I'm just I don't need it. I enjoy the levels of okay, it'll grow out. And then there's a moment that I go, it's too long. I need to cut it off. It's literally a moment that I look at myself in the mirror, or my hair, I wake up and it's a little too hard to wrangle around.
You're wrangling it and it ends in a place and you're like, I don't like this anymore. But your hair's looking good today. You got it nice and trim. You got it all done up. It looks great. I mean, our listeners can't see it, but believe us, listeners. Will's looking good today. All right,
it's quarterly.
He's looking like he could be giving a presentation right now. That's what he could be doing.
Well, here in Segment City, all the barber poles, the red and white stripe, they're actually made of candy cane. It's insane. Whoa. People are going out and they're licking it, and it's gross. It's gotten gross over time, but it is made of candy cane. It's kind of like when you get a doner kebab or something, when they have to cut it off, the big spit or whatever. It's that, but it's for candy cane. Yeah, it is gross. But my name is Will Kane, and you know what? I would be licking that candy cane every single day.
Oh, no. Don't be saying
even if it had a little piece of hair on it.
No, we don't oh, God. Oh, that's nasty. And I'm Theo Sapakos, and I'm saying, keep the change.
You filthy animal. And this is a podcast in which Theo and I, we dumpster dive our way through the internet. We get those good comedy morsels from all your favorite websites, Wikipedia, Amazon, etc., and we package them into segments for you. And Theo, this is going to be I guess it's a Will Stupidathon or Will Asks. I guess it's Will Asks is what I'm going to land on.
Okay.
Because this is something that I went to a party last night, and it became a center point of the party, to the point that other people would arrive and people would preemptively say, we're not going to discuss that with them. We have gone too far with this lore that going back on this is too much. And it is a thing that my girlfriend posited to me as, what do you think about this thing? And then has now brought it to the group that we would want to do it. And the response we got was very interesting. Now, this is a Will Asks of, does this sound appealing to you, Theo? My girlfriend Annie came to me and said, I want to put out a tarp in our friend's backyard, because they recently bought a house, and she wants to get a rotisserie chicken, or multiple rotisserie chickens, and she just wants us to go ape shit on the rotisserie chickens. Quote, ape shit.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Why you need the tarp because of
ripping
bones?
them apart? Yeah, just for cleanliness.
Are you eating it or are you just tearing it
Yeah,
up?
ripping it apart with our teeth, hands just going wild like a wolf.
Okay, so she wants to
eating
go.
the
She
entire
wants to go
rotisserie chicken.
feral on a rotisserie
Yes.
chicken. I feel like you
Absolutely,
could do this at a picnic table. It doesn't have to happen on the ground. On the ground makes it feel much more animalistic to me. I was like, you could go to a
but
park
you're
and do
holding
this
it
at a
up.
picnic table. Like,
No,
you can
don't.
do this.
You can't go to a park.
Why not?
Shit. Okay, imagine you are having a lovely day with Laura. You are walking around. You see, you're going past some families. There's a picnic table, and then you see some madman who just has a rotisserie chicken. They folded. I saw a TikTok that I did think of when I was told about this, where it was a guy. It was in r/fixed by the duet, because there was a guy who put a tarp on himself in his car, ate a whole rotisserie chicken in his car on his lunch break, was absolutely dolloping like buffalo chicken sauce on it too. And I was like, oh, you're just getting bites of the sauce. And then somebody had the duet of looking out the window and being like, so he's eating the chicken in the he's doing it again. At what point do we kind of fire him? Like,
Yeah.
So it's like,
okay, so maybe my idea about public park, maybe you'd have to pick a tactical time of day, or you'd have to do it.
And we start competing with the coyotes.
The coyotes, you chuck the chicken bones into the woods when you're done with them.
This is mostly we did discuss a little bit whether it'd be better.
Just get
a day or night.
Get a table, and it doesn't have to be on the ground. Is my starting point.
No, the appeal of it is that you were ripping apart a chicken. Like it's not I think you're imagining there's any utensils. There's no utensils. It's ripping it apart with your hands.
All I'm saying is that the image of someone squatting on the ground eating a rotisserie chicken is much worse than them sitting at a picnic table devouring the. Like, even with the same ferocity, if you're squatting on the ground, I hate that. I hate that mental image. You're a goblin. You've gone full goblin at that mode. Like, at least sit at a table and do it. If you're gonna do it, sit at a table.
We did discuss whether it'd be better to do during the day or night, and I said probably during the day, because at night, if you did get caught, it's even worse. It's terrifying of seeing the eye glints of people in the dark, and then seeing them with the chicken like.
I've found the boundary of our friendship, because if you were in someone's backyard, squatting on the ground at night eating a chicken, I'd be like, that's just not a person I can be friends with. I'm sorry.
This is such an interesting thing to me, because everybody that I have told this about, I have expected a response and gotten the exact opposite response of what I expected. Because you were having against it. A man who has literally said, I want to do a food fight. This is, to me, a personal food fight.
Okay, so now what I'm saying is, if you're sitting at a picnic table during the middle of the broad daylight, I have no problem with this. I think this is fine. This is a fun group activity. Just mind your scenario a little bit. Mind the optics, really.
I think you actually need the tarp. I'm going to actually say you need the tarp to let loose.
Okay, definitely.
Let loose about this.
When I'm imagining the picnic table, you have a plastic tablecloth that you're going to wrap
I'm saying
up and
for
throw
you,
it out.
Now this is a broader thing of, Theo, I need you to expand your boundaries as a human being. I think it would be good for your soul to be squatting over that tarp.
No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I'm not eating chicken on the floor. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating chicken on the floor. I'm not doing it.
Now, when I told my other friends this, the response that I got was, no, we can't do that, which was already surprising. I thought they're going to be like, yeah, absolutely. Because we've talked about the most insane shit. And they said, the reason why is because I think it'll be too sexual. And then everybody else, other than those people, went, what?
What are you talking about? Too sexual?
Started
hedonistic maybe, but not sexual.
They're like, there's going to be grunts. There's going to everybody going feral. I think what they're fearing is vulnerability, Theo, of letting loose around other people.
They're scared of the unknown. Yeah, I agree with your assessment there. If they think that somehow a chicken is going to get mixed up with some other body part and it's going to devolve into an orgy just because of grunts, then you live a lifestyle I can't relate to. That's crazy. If you're one grunt away from an orgy, that's crazy. Like, that's craziness.
I like your thought of somebody kind of licking up a chicken wing about to take a bite and they go, oh, I'm sorry, this is your bicep.
Whoa, sorry.
And then they're like, no, I kind of like that.
I kind of into that.
No, there was more, I think, the thought of like the weird grunts are like, like kind of noises that I think they're also weird people, and maybe they are more in the Amazon erotica mind space of werewolves and other things where they're like, no, that's my boundary. I don't want that. kind of relationship with friends. And then Annie at that point said, no, this is a kind of platonic
I didn't think I had to specify that, but it is a platonic chicken. Yeah, and this is a platonic space for eating chicken.
Didn't think we were going to have to specify that. And then as a last note, we did start just kind of spitballing of how you could make this into a triathlon, just the worst triathlon in the world. Sure. You do that. And then you do to reference a past episode, you do competitive furniture making, trying to make some IKEA furniture with those greasy ass hands. That makes it tougher. Can you hold a drill? And then the idea for the third thing was posited as you create a office chair, and then you have to race that office chair in the street. Like that's the
office chair is insane.
You could get across.
Absolutely insane. Unhinged.
It is a completely unhinged scenario. I'm glad that we could talk about it on the podcast and infect everybody else's mind with this. But hopefully your next segment's not going to infect people's minds.
Well, it's going to infect people with holiday cheer, unfortunately, because, Will, we are officially in November, and the start cannon for the Christmas barrage has been sounded. We've heard the call. The brands have said, spooky season over, in the trash. Time for cinnamon and caramel. It's time for those swirls of all of those peppermints that you crave. And the first one up, of course, is Dutch Bros, a brand that through this segment I've grown to hate because they're always in the news and they're always doing some bullshit.
We don't have one of those around us, do we? What is it?
No, but it's an even more egregious sugar and caffeine dispensary than like a Starbucks. Like it's not meant to be other than like, come get a milkshake. It's a coffee.
I was thinking that for some reason my brain went to Einstein Bros, like the bagel company.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
fine.
Oh, okay, that's like a nice. Yeah, I was like, ooh, something bougie.
I don't have a problem
with
a nice bagel. No, that's fine. No, this is of course this is from PR Newswire. I'm down on the slop trough. You know how it is. That's how it is. A little quick. This is a quick one.
Oh, okay.
This is called Dutch Bros cranks up the cheer with the 2025 holiday menu. Dutch Bros is rocking the holidays this year with 4 seasonal drinks. From returning faves to your new go-to winter treats, these drinks are here to get everyone holly jolly hyped. The hazelnut truffle mocha, the candy cane mocha, the mistletoe rebel, and the holiday cookie freeze are now jingle bell rocking at all 1,050 Dutch Bros locations while supplies last. It's a lot of Dutch Bros.
What was the mistletoe one?
Mistletoe rebel?
Mistletoe rebel. What is that? Because my brain
interesting.
push somebody away. Being a rebel for mistletoe says you're like, I don't want to kiss. No kissing any of these mistletoes.
Yeah, being a rebel is a little bit like John McCain being a maverick. That sort of runs in the same vein in my mind. Okay.
Oh, just these rebel. We have the rebel flag on every.
Okay, so here's the description. The mistletoe rebel turns up the flavor and festivity with raspberry and pomegranate mixed with Dutch Bros exclusive Rebel energy drink decorated with green glitter glaze. Try it blended, iced, or as a lemonade for non-caffeinated option. Brother, you shouldn't put this in your body. It's electric red. It's based on an energy drink, and it's got two different types of syrups mixed in. Like, I don't know how to tell you this, but humans did not evolve to ingest this and glitter. Yeah, you shouldn't be eating this.
I'm done with that. No glitter, please. I don't want anything glittery in me.
I'm over here reading scientific journals about how we should be concerned about microplastics. But if you're putting this in your body, don't worry about that. You got bigger problems.
You're getting some macroplastics, my friend.
You're getting macroplastics. You got glitter in here. My God, stupid fucking Dutch Bros. All right, next up is the holiday cookie freeze. Hits a high note with sweet cream and vanilla swirled into a jingle sprinks covered with soft top.
There's a lot.
TM and more jingle sprinks. Get it as a free shake or latte. What the hell is jingle sprinks?
Can I say that
sprinkles?
I'm gonna have a bold take. This feels like a drink for pedophiles. Sweet cream and sprunkles.
Sprunkles and sprinks.
Sprinks.
Dunkles and donks and binks and lonks.
Kids, would you like to see some sprinks? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I have some sweet cream for you.
I hate it.
So, is hazelnut truffle.
It is sprinkles, but I don't. Why do they do this? The hazelnut truffle mocha takes center stage during the holidays as the hazelnut mocha topped with soft top and caramel drizzle. Enjoyed as an ice or hot mocha or freeze. They're doing a musical thing here where they keep mentioning music words. The candy cane mocha keeps it rockin' with peppermint flavor and soft top covered with candy cane sprinks. Here's the quote.
Sprinks is stupid. So every time it makes me laugh.
So stupid. Music is a core part of the Dutch Bros experience, so it only felt natural to turn up the flavor this year and even more festive drinks, said Tana de Villa, chief marketing officer at Dutch Bros.
Is the music polka music?
We are the Dutch Bros, yeah. This year's holiday lineup features the iconic hazelnut truffle mocha and candy cane mocha alongside the new mistletoe rebel and holiday for cookie freeze. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to mention Dutch Bros can go straight to hell. Congratulations for starting us off in the holiday cheer. Next, we're going straight from Newswire to Newswire, but this is not explicitly it's not a food story so much as we've reached the end game of capitalism story.
This is interesting because I feel like this is a very Will kind of thing to do. We're gonna kind of zoom out and see this is the trend that we're in. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you most of the headline and have you guess what they're getting at. Okay. You ready?
Interesting. Okay.
Menu Order AI, which is the name of the brand. Menu Order AI launches October 28th to help restaurants win back blank. Who are they winning back, Will? Menu Order AI launches to help restaurants win back blank.
Based on single AI thing I've seen, it's not customers, it is investors. Investors? Is it investors?
It's actually GLP-1 diners.
What
they're doing is they've made an app.
What
they're saying is they've made an AI because people on GLP-1s like Ozempic are not eating as much, and so they're trying to literally win them back like a casino fucking does with its most valuable targets. Isn't this insane?
Shit.
This is insane.
Theo,
this is insidious and insane.
This is mask off of why, yes, we are trying to make you fatter. We are trying to fill you up to the brim with all this bullshit food.
We're like, they're literally mask off saying, we see you getting healthier and we don't like it.
We don't like that you're eating less of our slop. You're paying less money to us.
Yes, literally. That is what was happening. Here's the news report. Hey, and this is a nice local business, a Boston-based health tech company, Menu Order AI, keeping it real, keeping it local. Let's go, baby. Is launching its app this week to help restaurants adapt to one of the most dramatic shifts the dining industry has ever faced. With more than 16 million Americans, roughly 1 in 8 adults, now taking GLP-1 medications such as Ozempic, Wegovy, and Zepbound.
1 in 8? I knew it was popular. I didn't know it was 1 in 8. That's
obesity has been on the rise, and so if it's making people healthier, like good on them.
I've heard a lot of the problem with Ozempic to me is I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. It feels like it's a miracle drug, and it's now like, okay, what every other like weight loss thing is like, well, but you have like runny shits. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's also weird things that you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, treating it as a miracle pill is like, you also need to do the lifestyle stuff. Like, you should also be exercising, and you should also be focused on diet. Like, and also if you need medication to help you get there, fine, I don't have a problem with this. But like, it is a mind-boggling thing to say 1 in 8 adults in America. It's pretty crazy.
But I want to hear what this AI is, because I have ideas of what they are going to try to do. But
so with 1 in 8 adults now being on these medications, restaurants are seeing measurable declines in traffic and average checks. Menu Order AI uses artificial intelligence to reconnect restaurants with these diners by surfacing the healthy, protein-forward, GLP-friendly items already on their menus, which is the most optimistic take on this I've ever heard, because if a company like McDonald's is like, how do we go reach out to these people who are no longer coming here? This app is basically saying like, well, suggest them a Big Mac instead of what? Just a whole thing of French fries. Like when you say protein forward, it's not like McDonald's has something really healthy on the menu that you should be eating. You should just go find something else to eat. Like,
yes, that's a good point. You're searching for healthy food in literally the land of unhealthy food.
Yeah.
And so why are you doing that? Go to Sweetgreen. Go to any
find
other
a
place.
different option. Here's the quote. Restaurants haven't lost these customers forever. They just need, maybe I should read this in a supervillain voice. Restaurants haven't lost these customers forever. They just need help meeting them where they are, said Marissa Butler, founder and CEO of Menu Order AI. Our app gives diners confidence in order to order again, and gives restaurants a way to be discovered for the balanced meals already on their menus. So basically what they're saying is we have market data on people who have left your restaurant, and we can send them a push notification saying, please come back.
But that won't work to me. Like, it won't work for me personally. I could maybe see it work on other people who are, I guess, more weak-willed for like Wendy's. Like, what is the, like, if I get a push notification from McDonald's being like, please come back, we'll give you $1 off our Big Mac. I'll be like, okay, I don't go there though. Like, I mean, it's not a big appeal to me.
Yeah,
it's not tantalizing
me.
me.
I think it's also not the way that the medications work. Like, the medications work by like inhibiting your desire to eat or overeat. And so like just sending them a notification being like, hey, there are healthy things to eat doesn't mean they're going to come back. I mean,
yeah, it's because a lot of healthy things, especially like big salad bowls, are just supposed to be like fill you up with things that are low calorie.
Yeah, it's also just
like the main
like
takeaway.
Ozempic also is like people when they're on it just eat less. Like that's just going to be
that's just why
it's just the reality.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like these fast food businesses have been based on the business model of over force feeding their customers, and finally once these people regain balance, their business model goes to shit. Like guys, this is crazy to me.
It's also a growing thing. We've talked about this also. Fast food is now very expensive, so I think that's also a factor of it. Instead of lowering prices and getting back to why fast food was so popular, they're just trying to like do mind games, and that's wild. Like why? What's the thought process there?
Yeah. So this product helps the restaurants reach 3 fast-growing diner segments: GLP-1 users seeking smaller portions and protein-focused meals, Weight Watchers members tracking points but eager to dine out, and health-minded consumers looking for realistic on-the-go choices. Quote, we're not asking restaurants to change what they cook, just to make it easier for people to find what already fits their goals, Butler added. We help restaurants recover traffic lost to confusion, hesitation, and shifting habits, unquote. I mean, I don't know. This is
also I guess it's based off of your cookies or like whatever data they have on you. But this is another case of this is not necessarily AI. This is just recommendations.
Yep,
which is a
you're
technology
not wrong.
that
it's
we
another
also
thing
exist in.
Just shoving the word AI in this to make it a buzzy product.
It's literally like if you go on DoorDash, it'll say this is the number one like rated product here. Like they'll do stuff like that. So I don't understand why it's just a filter really of like, these are the healthier options. And it tries to push it to the top of people that they think are health minded, basically.
Yeah. I mean, this is just such a like a hornet's nest of okay. So when they say 1 in 8 adults, like people who are on Ozempic and stuff like that right now in America are the people who can afford to be on that. It is not available for everybody widespread. So me just coming out here and being like, wake up and eat something healthier, like that's not an option for everybody. But I'm like, the people who can afford to be on Ozempic should also be examining their eating patterns and like choosing something better if they're undergoing this life shift. And this is just a crazy thing for people, for restaurants to be like, but my KFC isn't making as much money as it once did. It's like I don't, then,
even part of the
I
thing
don't know,
is they're
go to
like,
hell then.
Listen, restaurants, you don't need to change anything. We're just going to get the fat slobs back to being fat slobs. Don't worry. Like,
restaurants, you're perfect. You're perfect,
you're
baby.
perfect.
You've
You're
done
beautiful.
nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong. Don't cry, restaurants. They'll come back to you.
Who loves you, baby? It's me. Open it.
You're perfect. You're a perfect piece of capitalism, you poor baby. They'll come back, and the shareholders will be happy once again.
And don't worry, the only people who can stop us is G.I. Joe. That's it. If we can go forward with this plan, Cobra will take over the world. I mean, the McDonald's will further have healthy options, and they'll get people to eat Big Macs again.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Menu Order AI. Great.
Oh man, I really hated that.
Yeah, this is terrible. That's what I'm saying. Like I stumbled across that and I was like, oh, that's the worst thing I've read all day. Great, cool.
Yeah.
But Will, I hope your next segment has fewer reasons to think about a Big Mac.
Oh, actually, there's very few reasons to think about a Big Mac for this article, but there's more reasons to keep your eyes open, especially in the tech sector. This is from the Sunday Times. It's in the news that I thought was Very interesting. It is a very recent one. It's from October 22nd, 2025. Female spies are waging sex warfare to steal Silicon Valley secrets.
Sex warfare, huh?
Sex warfare.
War snoo, huh?
The penis artillery is taking out all our men. Get to the bunker quickly. China and Russia are sending attractive women to seduce tech workers, even marrying and having children with their targets. It's the Wild West out there, says Insider. That's the little sub headline. This is an article that I find very interesting because it's something that I assumed had been happening, but it's interesting to see like it being documented of like, no, it's totally happening. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course it is. Chinese and Russian operatives are using sex warfare to seduce and spy on Silicon Valley professionals. Industry insiders have told The Times. James Mulvenin, the chief intelligence officer of Pamir Consulting, which provides risk assessments for American companies investing in China, said he was one of the many men recently targeted by foreign seductresses, hoping to gain access to the U.S. tech secrets. Quote, I'm getting an enormous number of very sophisticated LinkedIn requests from the type of attractive young Chinese woman, said Mulvenin. It really seems to have ramped up recently. He seems a little
too into it.
Mulvenin also described how at a business conference on Chinese investment risks hosted last week in Virginia, 2 attractive Chinese women showed up and attempted to gain entry. We didn't let them in, he said, but they had all the information about the event and everything else. I did invite them to my hotel room.
That's what I call cybersecurity.
Got him.
It's like turns out that these women are. What if it was like these women were perfectly qualified and actually worked for the company? It was like
and he kicked them out.
A bunch of dude bros being like, "Nice try, ladies. Try again harder, ladies."
But we have I have a visa. I have a full pass to this, and they're like, "You're just here for
strong for you."
Trying to marry me, huh? You're trying to get me to tell you all my secrets. Okay. We didn't let them in, he said, but they had all the information about the event and everything else. He added, it is a phenomenon. And I will tell you, it is weird.
I was going to be like, and let me tell you, I'm loving it.
It's great. They keep trying to get me. And I don't give them anything.
Letting them.
Mulvenin, who has investigated espionage in the U.S. for 30 years, said the honey trap tactic was a real vulnerability for the U.S. because we, by statute and by culture, do not do that. So they have an asymmetric advantage when it comes to sex warfare. And this is one of those times that I hear this a lot when people talk about the intelligence industry. This feels like a misdirect. This feels like, you know how they have the spy museum in Washington, D.C. of like,
do that.
We got where they try to like be like, we have umbrella guns, like we're doing fun stuff as like kind of PR for the CIA. This feels like anti-PR of like, we don't do that. We're just too good for that. They 100% do that. Of course they do that.
Of course,
what are you talking about?
They use all tools in their arsenal. Of course they're doing that.
They're absolutely doing that. Sex warfare is just one way American tech workers are being played, according to 5 counterintelligence expert who spoke to the Times.
I can't believe it. I've been played.
By this lady who just out of nowhere wanted me, a lonely tech worker who's the CEO of a Silicon Valley.
What did I do to deserve this, my lady?
My lady. That is very milady coded. This entire thing feels that's also why I've got to review this.
Also, my takeaway is like, I think the counter to this is we should just have a bunch of people go to Silicon Valley and start talking loudly at bars about how many secrets they have and see what happens.
See if they can correct some spies.
Yeah.
Man, this. China is also hosting competitions for startups on U.S. soil to steal sensitive business plans. So this is a different thing that they're doing. They're literally being like, yeah, come, we'll invest in you. And they're like, so you want to do what for your business? Oh, that's interesting. What would you need for like machines for that? Like,
that's crazy. Like, how would you go about writing the algorithm for that hypothetically?
Yeah, can you actually like maybe do some pseudocode? Like, it's kind of what that is. In February, the House Committee on Homeland Security warned that Chinese Communist Party, the CCP, has conducted more than 60 cases of espionage in the U.S. over the past 4 years. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It was more than 10 per year. Though a former counterintelligence source fears that this only scratches the surface. Both Russia and the CCP are using ordinary citizens, investors, crypto analysts, businessmen, and academics to target their American counterparts, rather than trained agents, making the espionage harder to spot. We're not chasing a KGB agent in a smoky guest house in Germany anymore, said one senior U.S. counterintelligence official. That is such a like movie idea of just like, like we're getting a spot. Our adversaries, particularly the Chinese, are using a whole of society approach to exploit all aspects of our technology and Western talents. This is one of those things that it's also one of those like you're doing an element direct of like we also do this. There's multiple times that I've heard of stories of Western intelligence as being like, oh, so you're a researcher in China? Hey, how about you give us some information? Like even though they're not like a trained spy.
Yeah, of course they should.
Yeah. One former counterintelligence officer who now helps Silicon Valley founders and divest their foreign investments said he recently investigated the case of one beautiful Russian woman who worked at an aerospace company and married an American colleague. He discovered that she had gone to a modeling academy in her 20s, but later attended a, quote, Russian soft power school before disappearing for a decade and reemerging in the U.S. as a cryptocurrency expert. So, okay, this is kind of goes against their, like, this is literally Black Widow. She went to
an espionage school.
Yeah. But she doesn't stay in crypto, the ex-official said. She was trying to get to the heights of the military space innovation community. The husband's totally oblivious. The husband's totally oblivious. Showing up, marrying a target, having kids with the target, and conducting a lifelong collection operation is very uncomfortable to think about, but it's so prevalent, he continued.
That's crazy.
If I wanted to be able to... It's the Americans, like that show that of like Russian KGB people who are like, yes, we're in suburbia.
But this is like such a long con. This is
it is
like you're getting
married to the person.
You are having children with the person.
Children.
That's insane. To be like, my life's goal is to give information to the KGB, and I will do anything to do that. Insane.
All right, goodbye, children. I'm going back to Russia now. Like, what the fuck? If I wanted to be out of the shadows, I'd write a book on it, he continued. The theft of trade secrets is estimated to cost the American taxpayer up to, and this is another figure that I'm like, I don't know about that. You're kind of pulling a number out of your ass. It's costing the American taxpayer up to $600 billion a year. Well, China identified...
That's got to be such a generous...
It's so generous. Of like anything that could possibly have made money. Yeah. They think it made the maximum amount of money. Well, China identified as the principal source of this loss, according to the Commission of the Theft of American Intellectual Property. In 2023, Klaus... This is... I just want to send you this name because it is an insane name. Klaus Fluberbein, Flubiel, a resident of Ningbo, China, tried to sell intellectual property he had stolen from Tesla to undercover agents at a Las Vegas trade conference for $15 million. He was sentenced to 24 months in prison last December. His alleged accomplice, Yi Long Zhao, also lived in Ningbo, but remains on the run. The men, both former employees of a Canadian manufacturing company that was acquired by Tesla in 2019, were said to have used the stolen trade secrets to build a rival business in China. This is China's like full MO. It's taking, crazy. Like, they literally taking intellectual property and being like, and then we're just going to do it ourselves. Like we're going to just pump it out ourselves. So they even had a lot of original documents related to Tesla's battery technology. So they had like actual stuff that they're stealing from U.S. startups. Meanwhile, the U.S. government has warned startups against entering in international pitch competitions where founders pitch their ideas to Chinese investors. Winners can receive cash awards, subsidies, and investment on the condition that they bring their IP to China and set up an operation in the country. Some of the competitions ask startups to share their business strategies, intellectual property, and even personal data and photos before participating, U.S. officials warned in issue last month. Part of it is a counterintelligence risk. They're looking at how they can exploit you later, the senior U.S. counterintelligence counterintelligence official said. And part of it is that they simply take your idea, exploit it, patent it, and steal your financial future.
Okay.
That's
all right.
That is that in a nutshell. Like, it's so they're trying. This is another honeypot they're trying to do. Basically, like, we will give you investment. We will give you money as long as you bring this to China, and they just take it because there's no reason why they wouldn't just take it because it's way cheaper. So that is. It goes on into. This is a longer article, but it just basically continues with that kind of stuff into more examples that are less interesting. So I'm going to just kind of end with the last paragraph with, "It's the Wild West out there," said Stoff. "China is targeting our startups, our academic institutions, our innovators, our DoD-funded research projects. But there's not enough oversight in action. It's all intertwined as part of China's economic warfare strategy, and we're not even entered the battlefield." So if you're in tech, if a random Chinese woman who's beautiful comes up to you, a frumpy tech worker, don't believe it because it's literally a honeypot. Come on, guys.
It's the definition of a honeypot.
Yeah. But hopefully your next segment's not going to be a honeypot.
My next segment, it's kind of the opposite of the honeypot. Because Will, while it is still, it's not October. It is still spooky season.
Yeah,
still
in my heart,
time
it's
to be
spooky season.
In my heart and in our minds, and we can do one more spooky segment because I thought of it and I'd like to do it.
Okay,
that's it. That's all. And you know what? That's it. This is a bracket battle. We're doing it. We're doing the bracket battle. It's time. Horror movie villains.
Taxidermy. Oh,
movie villains.
Horror movie villains bracket. This is interesting. Okay.
So we're probably only going to do one side of the bracket. This is a bracket that I got off the interweb. And we're going to see. We're going to see what happens here. I'm going to
see if you know about these people. Like, I feel like I'm going to probably have.
I'm going to have to do a lot of Googling to be like, what are the powers we're dealing with for this person, for this individual.
I could see also them having some horror movies that I haven't seen. Like, for example, if they pull in the person from Weapons. Like, I think there's a villain from Weapons. I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is not that. Movie, that's not that, like, it's not that new, cool. So it's fine. Okay, so first round, we got some iconic. Right. Well, I don't know about iconic. We got Jason Voorhees, right off the rip, classic versus The Fly, and The Fly is interesting. The Fly, it's Jeff Goldblum, right? It's The Fly. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that's the remake of the. He turns into a big. So the plot of The Fly is he has a teleportation device. He gets into it. A fly also gets into it. He teleports over, and the fly's DNA is now part of his DNA. He starts turning into a big fly.
Oh, great!
Jason Voorhees is absolutely going to tear this guy apart. He's literally falling apart. He would die before Jason even gets there. Like, he's literally
falling apart at the seams.
He's literally falling apart. He's like pulling fingernails off. It's gross. It's the grossest movie ever, but it's a good movie.
Does he have is he like a true villain? Is he a villain? Or is he just like a weird guy that's
tragic?
He's tragic. It's interesting that he's not on this list then.
Because he starts going insane, and he has like a love interest lady, and there's like another guy that's trying to like help her out, and he does have the power of he can spit acid to like digest food, because that's apparently how flies eat, and so he that's what he does, and he used it on a guy. It doesn't seem that powerful though, and it's not like projectile. He just kind of drips it on the dude, so it's like so that's not like very good power. But it's
not a very good power.
Because let's think about Jason, literally undead, giant 7-foot guy who can walk through walls and has
immunity to pain.
He's hacking apart the fly immediately. It's no competition. Jason Voorhees.
All right, Jason Voorhees. That was easy peasy, and I'm glad I've got you on the podcast because you are going to have so much more familiarity with any of these than I do.
Absolutely.
That's right. All right, great. Next round. I think this is maybe slightly more interesting. The Thing versus Candyman.
Ooh, okay. Supernatural versus extraterrestrial. The Thing is from the movie The Thing, which is basically it can turn into anyone or any object or like any creature really, and is trying to. It can be in multiple places at once because it kind of like spreads itself out. Versus Candyman, who you have to look in the mirror. I've not seen the movie Candyman. I am familiar though with the Candyman lore.
He has bee control, right?
That's his bee control. He has a hook, I think, and because he was like killed in the past or something. And if you say Candyman 3 times in the mirror, then he gets summoned and kills you. So this is one of those times that it's like it's going to be tough to actually fight him. Like that's the problem with that.
The Thing can can transform into people, which I feel like is
yes,
an added
and it can
element
have their memories.
Yeah, which is really quite sinister.
I think I'm going to posit that I think the thing would win because unless we're going to say that the curse affects every part of the thing. Because in my mind, if even one part of it, like if it takes over a dude and that dude then goes to the mirror, does the Candyman, gets killed, there's still a part of the thing that is still out there. Like if he infected another guy. Do we think in our minds the Candyman would go, well, that's one creature, technically. I'm going to go kill that guy too. That's why I don't know about the Candyman.
You're kind of like talking about like he's having to stomp out the flame that keeps spreading and spreading and spreading.
Yeah, like, that's exactly what the idea of that was kind of going of like, can Candyman doesn't really have a lot of volition outside of himself. But if they're in the arena together, I guess the benefit of the thing also is it can change form and can become like body horror. But like at one point, like I don't know how you kill Candyman. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that in terms of killability, the thing is more killable. Like you can burn it. Like that is known. It has a known weakness. It has a known weak point. So I'm kind of inclined to say Candyman, but I don't know as much about Candyman, so I can't say for sure. Like
I can't say.
We could also just pick our favorite when it comes down to this. Which one do we like?
I think the problem with Candyman is he's gonna have that for every. I don't know if you can kill Candyman is the problem. Like that's
right.
So I'm probably more likely to say he's more likely to win, but it's also this one might be
more likely to win.
Yeah, we'll go with Candyman. But I could see him later on, just like how do you kill him? Like Jason Voorhees versus him. Is he gonna win? Like, or is it just a drag out straight up fight?
Yeah,
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway.
Next one, Pinhead from what's Pinhead
Hellraiser.
from?
He's from
Hellraiser. He has a box. He has a special box. Is this his thing?
The plot of Hellraiser
pins
is
in his head.
There's a guy who goes and is like, I would like to experience pleasure to the point of pain. Like that's the whole thing of is it's like you're trying to get as much experience, and so he's given a box that they're like, with this you can experience that. He gets sucked into an evil hell dimension, basically, where the Cenobites, which is Pinhead is a Cenobite, which basically they just torture people, and they're like, and it's so sexy, and that's like,
it's so sexy,
and so that's his whole thing. Is he has like hooks, and he has that can like sprout out of anywhere and like kind of get anyone, but it's also like he's torture man is basically
he's torture man. It seems like he has pain immunity.
Yeah, he likes pain. So, but you can banish him.
He likes pain. Okay, so you can banish him. That's how you get rid of him. Okay, and then up against him in the bracket is the Babadook, or that creepy Babadook, the fear manipulation weird mask dude who has the creepy teeth.
The Babadook is an interesting thing because in the movie, you've definitely never seen the Babadook because
I haven't. But I mean, like it's like I googled Babadook and I was like, yeah, I know who this person is. Like I've seen the mask. Yeah.
But it's also in the framework of the movie. It is a exploration of depression, and so I don't know how to fight that.
how does Pinhead fight that?
Fight depression.
Yeah, it says it's fear and grief manipulation is one of the key powers for the Babadook, making people scared and sad. It's psychological and sensory and manipulation.
That's a movie that I watched with an ex, and I had to leave before the ending, and we got in a fight over the fact that I left her with the movie because it's a sad ass movie. Like it's very sad, and it's like a little bit horrific, but once again it's more about this single mother's grief after her husband dies and like having to be a single mother and all this stuff. Like it's an interesting movie, but it's sad. So
it feels like Pinhead has a stronger reason. Like he's like, I'm gonna torture people because I like doing it because I get some sick pleasure out of it. Babadook is the motive as clear? Like what's the motive?
Pleasure versus depression, and I guess depression could maybe pat it down, but Pinhead is supernatural and absolutely loves torturing people. I'm gonna go with Pinhead. I think he's gonna be more interesting character to have go further.
Okay, all right. Pinhead's getting it. We're giving it to Pinhead. Pinhead Larry.
I'm dirty.
All right,
Dan.
the next one is Tremors, which is
the big worms,
the giant worms versus. This is tough. We're getting Xenomorph in this bracket. That's tough. That's a tough matchup because I think Xenomorph gets kind of wrecked. That's tough.
This is interesting because if anything, it would be a draw. There's no way for the
think so?
xenomorph in my mind to lose because I've seen the movie Tremors. It gets ate and then it has acid blood, so it acids it from the inside.
But there are four tremors in the tremor. In Tremors, there are four tremors.
I have forgotten that there are more than one Tremors.
There's more than one tremor. But I guess let's do 1v1 here. Let's do 1v1 because there are more than one. There's more than one alien. So there's more.
There's more than one alien. I think you want to go with Tremors. The problem with the Tremors is they are kind of easy to trick. They're not particularly smart, and they can be defeated by.
Xenomorphs are smart.
Xenomorphs are smart. They are also have the acid blood, and they have more to kill you with than just eating you, because that's all the Tremors do.
I think like they get eaten by the tremor, and then they're like, "Cool, this is a great place to put all my eggs. I guess I'll just camp out in here."
I don't think that and I think its tail could like stab it in good, like could like get
you
it
think
a bunch
it's going
of
to
times.
do a Kratos in God of War 3 and cut its way out of Kronos?
Either that, or it's like I think this is more. Even if the xenomorph loses, I think the tremor also loses. So this is either xenomorph wins or it's a tie in my head. Of like, there's no way for
we're going xenomorph.
I'm going xenomorph
because the xenomorph's got to win something. It's like
I think he's cool.
I saw the poster for Tremors and I was like, ooh, this is a tough matchup. But I think you're probably right. If he could just get eaten,
I've seen the movie. That's the main threat is because it's also they're in a small, like literally 12-person town is why it's a big threat. Because if it was in the city, they would immediately take care of the Tremors with guns. Because they literally shoot one of the Tremors. Like there's one couple that's like a gun nut, and they go into their base. It's a hilarious scene where it like crashes into their wall, and they just keep on pulling out guns, and they're like keep firing at it. It's very good. Anyway, Tremors is a good movie.
Okay, next one is the creature from the Black Lagoon, which is a relatively unimpressive. He's just a man. He's just a man with the fish man. He just comes out of the
women around. He has the abilities of a man in a rubber suit.
He can swim around. That's about it. Versus Nosferatu. I think Nosferatu takes this pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Nosferatu because he also has a weapon of his own coffin that he carries around with him, so you can smack him. I can see him like, boom, boom, boom. He has range. He also has claws.
Can just smash things on him.
He has claws. He has teeth. He has a lot more, I think, than the only thing creature of the Black Lagoon has is he can go underwater and he's slippery, and that's about it. I don't think that really helps all that much.
Okay, we're gonna go to Nosferatu. I think.
We're going Nosferatu.
Just blanket like Black Lagoon creature is so unimpressive that I'm like we can't give him the win.
We can't give it. Yeah, at least it doesn't have any weapons that I know of. It doesn't have any ink pouches in its neck or something that we don't know about. I think
it doesn't have acid blood. It doesn't have anything
has ways to win, and also he's undead, so I feel like you can't like drown him.
It's funny that creature from the Black Lagoon is one of those like classic movie monsters because like he's not that good.
Yeah, I guess he's just a creepy, like if you're a lady, it's a creepy thing to think about a fish guy.
He's gonna come and get you.
He's gonna get you.
All right, the next one we have to make a decision on because it is Jaws versus zombies, but how many zombies?
How many zombies, plural.
Because enough zombies could tear apart Jaws, right?
Yeah, but I think we ran into this before of having an aquatic creature. It might have also been Jaws, a different thing that we had, but a different having an aquatic creature. Are we saying that this is at the bottom of the ocean? Yeah, what's the arena? Because we instinct like you have to have it in water, or else Jaws is just fucked.
This is on like a dock. It's got to be on like a dock, right? Like
so there's a little column A, a little column B. There's a little dry land.
Like there's
a little bit
some surf and some turf, and both is trying to kill the other one.
I'm gonna say Jaws has the advantage in my mind because Jaws can't come to you. The zombies are going to come to Jaws because they're just brainless. They're going to walk into the surf, and then you just get them one by one. So I think Jaws wins.
Okay, I think you're right. Next one is Wolfman versus Invisible Man. Two different types of men.
This is a fun matchup because it's somebody who's all offense versus somebody who is pure defense.
Pure stealth, pure in the shadows.
Pure stealth. But he can't, unless, the victory for Invisible Man comes if he can sneak around enough to stab the Wolfman with the silver stake or whatever the fuck you kill a Wolfman with, silver bullet. Wolfman, I think, has the advantage of he has full claws, teeth to rip him apart with, because Invisible Man's just a dude. I think he can smell him. I think that's going to be the
That's what I was going to ask. That's exactly what I was going to ask. Was I think Wolfman can just smell him out. Like, I think it's a tough matchup for Invisible Man because he's picked an opponent that doesn't rely on sight that much. Like, relative to others. I think you're right that I think Invisible Man's upper hand is much lessened against this opponent.
Yes. So I think Wolfman wins it because Invisible Man just can't do enough. He's just going to get caught and killed.
I think Invisible Man is not that good of a power in this hierarchy.
No, not in this matchup, because he does. You need an offense. Like if you,
because at the end, weapon, he does still need a tool. He still needs a tool. All right, last one for this side of the bracket, and then we'll repeat to get a winner for this side. Is Frankenstein's monster versus the Mummy.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting. I actually watched
what's the Mummy's powers? What does he do?
He's kind of walks around. I know if we're going on Brendan Fraser Mummy, he steals the life force of the people who took his organ jars.
Okay.
So that was, and I presume it's basically like a campier version in the original. I watched Bride of Frankenstein because it was highly rated and I had never seen it. Didn't know that it was basically Frankenstein again. Or it's weird because it starts with a framing device of Mary Shelley being hanging out with Lord Byron, who's like a famous pervert, basically. He's like the most wicked man in England or something. And he's just like, Mary, what a great book you had. And she's like, I'm thinking about a sequel. And he's just like, whoa, you want to tell me about it? And she's like, sure. And so it's literally a sequel. Like literally they're burning down the windmill and they're like, and Frankenstein fell into a big crypt that was underneath the windmill where there's a bunch of water. So he survived.
Oh, no.
And then literally a lot of the same things happen of he hangs out with a blind man who's just like, we're going to be best friends. Oh, goodbye. You got to go now. So a lot of that. But so I think that Frankenstein versus Mummy, they both have the same mobility, where they're both just kind of waddling around. Mm-hmm. Mummy, I think,
they're both kind of brainless, right?
They're both kind of strong. Frankenstein has a better. They're both going to learn over the fight, which I think is interesting. They're both going to kind of start stupid. Frankenstein has a little bit of intellect, he learns how to talk and stuff so he's not super dumb. But the Mummy is I lived an entire lifetime. I know how to write and shit.
Right.
So that's a benefit, but he's still stiff. They're both and Frankenstein is known to be freakishly strong. I don't know if the Mummy is freakishly strong. So because I feel like the fight would go, Frankenstein goes, "Do you want to be friends?" And he goes, "Fuck you." And then he rips his arms off. He rips the Mummy's arms off.
Yeah, right. Because the Mummy is so loosely held together that I feel like you could just dismember him if you get close enough.
He wouldn't be that much of a threat once he was in pieces, compared to... He is supernatural, but it's even if he was still alive, if he was just a head on a pile of his own torso and
what are you
limbs,
gonna do?
What are you going to do? You're kind of fucked.
Waddle at me.
So I think Frankenstein wins this. I think I also like Frankenstein.
I think this is a brute strength win.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to round out this by doing the matchups of the ones we've already progressed. So round 2 of the matchups, we'll fly through them. Yeah. Jason Voorhees versus Candyman.
Ooh, this is Supernatural versus Supernatural. I don't think that...
Supernatural versus Supernatural.
The problem is, I don't know, how... I'm going to literally Google how to defeat Candyman.
How do you... Just don't say his name 3 times. It's fine. Just don't even get him involved.
There's YouTube videos. I don't want that.
I just want an AI summary for once.
To defeat Candyman, you must destroy the mirrors that contain his soul and destroy his self-portraits. Okay, so this... If Jason Voorhees knows to do that, if for some reason they're in his... wherever these things are, I think that Jason can just tank any hit from Candyman. Because he just has bees and hook. And Jason has been known to be blown up. He can come back from literally hell. He's come back from hell. So I think for that, I'm gonna say that Jason wins just out of pure. He takes a lot of hits though. I think he gets really.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a knockdown fight.
But he's eventually gonna in the vein of monkeys with typewriters. he's going to eventually win in destroying these mirrors, I think, in my head.
Okay, you think Jason's going to take it?
Yeah.
All right, we got Jason progressing. Very
Just
good.
a lot of just so I could get rid of Candyman because I don't know.
Because I don't know about Candyman, yeah. Okay, we've got Pinhead versus Xenomorph for this one.
Pinhead versus Xenomorph. This is... I think this is... Xenomorph is very interesting because I think it could take a lot of things. This might be its match because in my head, there's range to Pinhead where he can summon hooks. And like, if he was a character in Mortal Kombat, that would be one of his moves, is to like pull you up with hooks.
The thing I question for this matchup is, does Pinhead really have the motivation, given that he's not going to get anything out of torturing a Xenomorph? There's no pleasure to be had there. What's his buy-in? He's like, oh, another creature that I have to torture that doesn't give me any joy. I wish I could just retire already.
I guess I'm gonna do it.
I guess I'm gonna do it.
Here's the way that I think that that Xenomorph could possibly win. Is if he gets him on the hooks, its arms are like out in a kind of an X formation, and then he forgets about the tail, and the tail like whips around, stabs him in the face. Like that's the only way I could think of Xenomorph winning.
Let's do a little Google of how to defeat Pinhead. How to defeat Pinhead.
I think it's just you got to like put the box away, basically. Like you got to seal him back in the box.
You can either banish him by solving the Lament configuration puzzle box, or weaken him by exploiting his past as Elliot Spencer. I don't think that the Xenomorph's going to be able to exploit his past as Elliot Spencer. I don't think it's going to happen.
That's hilarious because that's a character from a show I watch called Leverage, and he's like the tough guy thug. So it's implies that he's just like, he used to be this big tough guy, and now he's a fucking Cenobite. I don't think the Xenomorph can do that.
I don't think he can do it. I think because the Xenomorph does have like, you can burn it, you can chop it up, like it is susceptible to the weapons that Pinhead does have.
Yeah, it's not invulnerable. It's not like Jason where it's like he's going to keep getting up. Like if you kill a Xenomorph, you can do it relatively easily. It just has the acid blood that you have to deal with. And I don't think he's necessarily, even if he does get splashed with acid blood, he's going to be like, ooh, nice.
Ooh, woo. Ooh-wee. All right, then we got Dracula versus Jaws. This is a crazy matchup. This is so wild. Like, why are they fighting? Where are they fighting? Why are they fighting? What is happening?
I brought up to Theo I read a bunch of a book that had a bunch of horror movies and like stupid things, and it had things like it was Abbott and Costello versus Dracula or the Wolfman or et cetera, and then it was also what was the Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. This feels like that. Dracula versus Jaws.
I feel like
Dracula is doing. I feel like Dracula might win this because he has.
No, I was going to go the other way. Yeah, because
really?
He's just going to get eaten. What is he going to do? Is he going to bite Jaws?
That's what I was going to do. I was kind of thinking that.
You think he's going to bite Jaws? Jaws is not even going to feel that.
That's true. He does.
He can't turn Jaws into a Dracula. Into a vampire. He can't do it.
Yeah, that's tough. But then it becomes vampire
it's
shark.
So funny. It's so funny to just be like, this horror villain versus big old shark.
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 Yeah.
I think it's Shark. I think Shark gets it.
I think I'm going to agree because getting Dracula in the water, he's not going to have better. He can't turn into a fish. He can turn into a bat.
One thing I know about Dracula is he can't turn into a fish. I know that.
And so I think even if he did, I think he would get chomped. I think he's going to lose because Jaws is so much more maneuverable.
It is. Yeah, I think so too.
And it's more fun to keep Jaws in the game. I think it's more Jaws could get.
All right. Well, next one we got Werewolf Bar Mitzvah versus Frankenstein's Monster, a classic matchup.
This is a movie. This is absolutely a movie.
This is a movie?
This must be a Frankenstein versus
Werewolf.
Yep, it was a movie.
It was a movie!
Frankenstein.
We go to the cinema, we go to the canon.
I forgot that it has a sick-ass cover, too. Dude, you gotta
I gotta
see
look
this.
up. Wait, give me that. Give me that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Show me
send
that.
it to you. It is literally they are in a full-on brawl. It is them both gripping each
it's
other.
cool.
Wolfman's arms look freakishly long. Frankenstein's pulling back a punch. Wolfman's like, and then there's a lady that's just kind of hanging out there.
Crazy. So do we go by the canon? Do we just see who won the fight?
Plot. Is there any?
Let's
they both lose. Yeah, they both get swept away by a flood. Yeah, but that's classic.
No, you know who would win that fight? Shark, big old shark. Because of the flood.
I'm going to, in my head, I think Frankenstein wins. Purely based off of he's more tanky, I think, than Wolfman for sure. I think he has enough offense. He could choke out Wolfman while Wolfman is like he will get scratched up, but he's gonna choke out Wolfman.
He's gonna walk away bloodied, but like Wolfman would bite him, and then Frankenstein would just bear hug him. Yeah, so like it would just crush him. Yeah, I think just the brute strength of Frankenstein is gonna get him.
Yeah, Frankenstein is a powerhouse.
I mean, just sick. Brute strength gets you pretty far. I mean,
it does in this matchup, especially. Yeah, I think he wins that one.
Next one, we're getting down to it. We only got 4 left, and we're gonna get to the final of this side of the bracket. Jason Voorhees versus Pinhead. I feel like
you can't get pleasure. He's not getting any pleasure.
He's not giving you anything
from Jason.
Yeah, he's not giving you anything because he's basically just unmovable, emotionless. Yeah, that I lean towards Jason on that alone. Is like
me too.
Pinhead's whole toolkit is based on like extracting pain, and Jason is not. He doesn't have pain. That's not a thing he has.
I think what would happen is like they would have a big fight. I think Jason once again is going to get fucked up. But that's the power of Jason is that he can just keep on going.
He can take it. He's tanking and tanking.
Because if he gets hooks, he just goes, okay, this sucks. Like maybe you can hold him back a little bit. Like that's most of Pinhead. Because I feel like what would happen, he would eventually get the box. He'd just kind of throw it, and they would just kind of like they'd just
crush it under his shoe,
or just like go back into itself, and he would win. I'm gonna go with Jason with this. They're both supernatural.
So, no problem for me. All right, well, next matchup. We got Jaws versus Frankenstein. And you know where I'm going? It's the big bad. It's the big boys. It's the big mano a mano here.
But here's the thing. I think that Jaws definitely eats Dracula. I think he has a tougher time with Frankenstein.
How big is Jaws canonically?
Oh, that's a good question.
Here's a question for you. How big is Jaws?
He's in my head.
Jaws is a 25-foot land. He's a monster. He weighs 3 tons.
Fuck. 25 foot. That's big.
Insane.
Because Frankenstein, let's say he's 7 feet tall. That's still like a fraction.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So the size comparison is like, yeah. So a male great white shark is 11 to 13 feet. So he's like 2.5 great whites long. He's fucking humongous.
Here's my defense for Frankenstein. He is held together with twine. I could see a thing where he gets his leg caught or his arm caught. The twine or whatever, like the stitches,
it's like
pull
fishing
out.
Line.
Yeah, so he has a pull away of like, okay, I'm not being pulled by the shark anymore, and then he can like grab on and punch him in the face. But the problem is it's like how much punch to the face can Jaws take? Yeah. I think he could take a lot.
He can take a lot. And I think that it's like that thing where you see the gazelle get dragged into the water by the crocodile. If Jaws gets him in the water, it's over. It's so over.
It is. But I'm trying to be like, I think Frankenstein is tough. Like this is a tougher matchup than Dracula was in my like for sure.
Is. Yeah.
Dracula is getting bit in half. His head is floating up and he's dead. Frankenstein has that like X Factor though, where I can imagine him walking out of the water, pulling the tail of Jaws. You know what I mean? I can envision that of like he's coming out of the ocean.
That's a very cinematic idea. I'm looking at these pictures of Jaws. It's huge. Well, I think Frankenstein.
We'll go with Jaws.
I think Jaws gets eaten.
I'm fine with Jaws. I feel bad for Frankenstein.
Frankenstein made it far.
It could have an argument. I will agree with you that Jaws is just too big, and we'll just keep on chicken chunks.
I think this is the hardest one so far. Then it's Jason Voorhees versus Jaws. We knew this was coming. I think that
Jason
the
lives in the
same-
water. Jason literally has been in Camp Silver Lake. He has been in the Silver Lake. He knows the water. I think even if he gets eaten, I think he does the cuts out.
This is the
stomach.
xenomorph versus Trenover. He cuts himself out. I think
Yeah.
so. Because like even if he has a limb, pulled off, he's gonna like regrow it. Like he's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Like he's always gonna come back. He's gonna be undying and just like come back out of whatever Jaws takes off of him.
This does make me feel better about Frankenstein losing to Jaws because I think he would also lose to Jason. I don't think I could.
Yeah,
could not
100%. Yes.
So I think this is more interesting. I do think that Jason takes this.
Jason
That's
takes
interesting.
the side of the bracket.
I wouldn't think that because the thing about Jason is he's just dumb as shit. He doesn't. You could if you have any intelligence, you can absolutely destroy Jason. He's just
But it
gone
turns
against
out-
people that
turns
are
out,
ghosts
yeah.
or bad. Like
Yeah. Well, there's a whole other side of the bracket which we will get to at some point, but that's going to
Yes.
round out this side of the bracket battle.
Ooh,
very interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. And hopefully you all found this episode interesting of the podcast. Thank you for listening. If you got all the way here, if you enjoyed the episode, consider giving a rating or a review or anything on your podcast network of choice, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, etc., etc. If you liked this content, you might like my content. Golly G. Wilkers is my account name on YouTube, where you can see full video essays. I just put one out about Vampire Academy. I might have another video that's going to be more recent than that, but it's a bad YA vampire thing that it's such a weird plot because it starts like in the middle of the plot. It's weird. Anyway, watch my video about it if you want to learn more. And if you want to learn more about our intro music, we have a big thank you to give to somebody who helped make that, or didn't even help make it. She did make it.
Straight up made it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't take partial credit away
Partial.
from her. She did the whole thing.
She
that
helped.
would be
I did it.
Rachel Robinson. She did our intro music, 100% of it. And she has amazing music that you can find on your streaming platform of choice. And some people are saying that if she was in the bracket battle, she'd know how to defeat Jason. She just take it. No problem. No problem.
I'm going to say Rachel would be the ultimate final girl.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine making a bracket out of all of your friends?
Oh my God.
Oh wow, that's tough.
I'm going to say something that might surprise you. I think you're getting far. I think you've got that reach.
Wow, interesting. I think I've got the older brother holding the little brother.
Yes.
I can just push people by their forehead and they're swinging and swinging. They're not hitting me.
Yes. I think you would go pretty good. Yeah, that was
Wow. What
Good.
an idea.
What an idea.
That's a good bit. That's a good bit.
You know what was somebody's idea? I was poison.com, our
That's
last
somebody's
segment.
idea, yeah.
And this is a short one, but it made me laugh. This is a wing stop that's in South Airline Highway, not a great title of a highway, in Gonzales, LA, USA. So which I presume is Louisiana. Gonzales, Louisiana is also not I wouldn't want to go there. I got Wingstop last night with my sister last night, 11/01/2025, and this morning we woke up with diarrhea and chills. The poop is peeing out my ass. What the fuck?
The poop is peeing.
The poop is peeing out my ass. What the fuck?
What the fuck? It's really good. It's really funny.
It's really. They also have the pictures of the eaten wings. These were not good looking wings to begin with, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, not good. Not good. Not in Gonzales, Louisiana. Sorry.
No.
Poop is peeing.